Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. And before we get started, I got to give my shout outs here. Today's shout outs go to Gabriel Baharlia and Isaac Lyons. That's Gabriel Baharlia and Isaac Lyons. They were the first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus they win a shout out. So congratulations to both of you guys. Okay, what I got for you today is the Tiny 7X. Now, I recently did a video of its smaller version of it called the Tiny 6X. They both come in, the advanced combos both come with this really nice carrying case with built-in multi-charger. We'll go over that here shortly. But here's the Tiny 6X. Let's open this up and take a look at the Tiny 7. Okay, open pops, the top pops open, and here's what we got inside. This is the Tiny 8, or make sure, no, Tiny 7X, I'm sorry, Tiny 7. Now, what's special about the Tiny 7? It has larger motors than, remember the old Tiny 7? The Tiny 7 from LDARC, actually Kingkong, had 7mm motors. What they've done in this upgraded version is put 8mm motors in this thing. So this has 0820 motors in it. A lot of power for a little whoop. You know, that's a lot of power for a little whoop. In comparison, here's the Tiny 6X. Let's put them side by side. You can see it is a lot smaller. Okay, this one has, although the Tiny 7 or Tiny 6X has 0720 motors, this, or 716 motors, I believe. This one has 820 motors. So should give it a lot more oomph. Now, as with the Tiny 6X, this does not come with on-screen display. The camera on this, again, is an 800 TVL camera. It's actually the same system as the Tiny 6X with 16-channel, 25 milliwatt FPV transmitter. We also get a Seriously Pro Racing F3 flight control board loaded up with Betaflight 3.2.2. Now, it's loaded up and set for angle mode out of the box. You can throw the switches on your controller all you want, but this is going to fly angle mode out of the box, which is good. You know, this is a reasonable quadcopter for beginners to fly, but you know, advanced flyers are going to want to upgrade this and put in larger motors, such as a, what am I saying? I'm sorry, folks. 3, 2, 1. You know, angle mode is reasonable for beginners to fly, but advanced flyers are going to want to modify that and switch to Acro, or you know, there's other modes like air mode and also anti-gravity mode. That's something new on Betaflight. Actually, that's what I got this set up for. The switches on my jumper controller to fly this, and I want to try today anti-gravity mode. That's something I have never tried before, and that might be pretty cool with this. We'll see here shortly. Other things with this. I mentioned I got the advanced combo. This is the advanced combo. It's this carrying case that you get that's loaded up with 3 batteries instead of 1 battery. The basic version, you only get 1 battery. You get this tiny meter, which measures battery voltage, which is cool. And this is what really like about the advanced combo. You get this multi-charger, 6-port multi-charger. Actually, 3 ports that can be charged via a 1S or 2S to 4S battery with XT60 connector, and another 3 ports that can be charged via micro USB port. Now, the way these, again, as with the Tiny 6, these are all set up to charge LIHV batteries, high voltage batteries, and that's what you actually get in this box, LIHV. You can change some of these to LiPo if you want, or all of them to LiPo if you want, by soldering a connection across these little 2 pins here to short these 2 pins on the side of each one of these connectors, and that will convert it permanently, more or less, to LiPo if you want to change some of these to LiPo. You know, as this comes with LIHV, I recommend sticking with LIHV for your tiny whoop, you know, and leaving those pins alone. Other things about this comes in, I see that I'm going to need to change one of my props because it's bent. But it comes with 3 sets of spare props, 3 canopies, a prop puller, and all kinds of little goodies. I don't know what these little grommets and extra connectors. You know, this comes with everything you need out in the field. And again, I said I'm going to need it because I was flying this around in the house yesterday, and apparently I did bend up one of my props, unless I can unbend it here. Let's see if I can fix it just by unbending it. Well, that seemed to put it back into shape. We're going to fly it around that way. Okay, maybe I won't need to change a prop. Well, let's give this a flight and see how it flies. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, this is the first of my 3 batteries. We're going to use this for line of sight flying. Let me plug it in. And also, notice a little LED on the back of this thing so you can get some orientation on this so you can see the back end at least. And turning on the transmitter. And the way I got my jumper set up, I went into Betaflight, is this this switch all the way up is angle. This switch here is anti-gravity mode I want to try. And this switch all the way down is Acro mode. And up is disarmed and down is armed. So we should be good to go. Here we go. Again, we're starting off in angle mode. Let me adjust my hat a bit. Now, in angle mode, this is perfect for beginners, you know. Easily can be flown by beginners. Let's try a punch. There's a lot of punch on it. But, you know, as with the Tiny 6X, I don't know about windy day flying in this thing. It seems to have punch and speed. But let's go to, let's try that anti-gravity mode. Oh, it does work. Going back to angle. So there, I did some flips. I am not the best line of sight acro or angle flyer, but it was doing flips relatively easy. Let's try that again. Well, there we go. There's Quadcopter 101 flying Acro. Oh, actually, that was anti-gravity. Let's try that again. Anti-gravity. Arming, arming, arming. Trying it again. Give it a little. So yeah, it does flips very well. Whoops. That time it did it. Let's go up a little bit higher. Try it again. Yeah. A little bit of coming down. And let's go right into Fpv flying. I want to try Fpv with this, so hope you enjoyed the second part of this flight. Okay, let's try some acro flying. First off, putting my goggles on, adjusting my goggles, selecting anti-gravity mode. We're going to start off in anti-gravity and arming the quadcopter. And we are armed and ready to go, and starting my timer. Timer started, and away we go. Now, I have never flown anti-gravity. That's something new. John Coppy told me about that. I'm just not sure what it is. So let's go up high just to start off. Oh, well, there you go. He's right. It does fly much better doing loops and, well, I don't know what that was there. Doing rolls and flips in this mode. But let's go down through the trees. Now the lights, or the sun's really low right now today. Whoa, and the range on this is not very spectacular. And I was going to try to go through there, but the FPV range is not very spectacular is what I'm saying. Let me bring it in a little bit close again, and let's try raising the antenna up as I did on the on the Tiny 6X. Hold on.
Right there.
Well, its antenna does seem to be up, so I'm just raising it up a little bit more. Let's put it back on the ground and go back into the air. See if that helped it any. Adjusted my goggles and going back to the air. Let's go to pure acro. I want to see if there's any difference in pure acro. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, there is a difference. I don't know what the difference is, but it seemed to wobble. Let's try that again. And anti-gravity, I don't seem to get the vortex ring state as bad as I got there with with just Acro alone. I don't know what the deal is. This does need some PID tuning when you're doing aggressive maneuvers. It does not like them right out of the box the way it is right now. So it will need some PID tuning. Just letting you know. My dog. Hi, honey. Let's go around this one. Coming back. Going back through this tree, and I'm losing signal again. I'm doing a little bit of slaloming. Made it through there. You know, this is meant really, again, as with the Tiny 6X, for indoor flying, although you can do outdoors like I'm doing. My honey will fix that. Already I'm starting to get beeps on my timer, so we're almost out of power here. Okay, arming, going back up to there. We'll just do a flyby of us, and then we're gonna land it. How do you like my shirt today, folks, by the way? I forgot to mention that. Doing another flyby. Can I get under the chair? No, I ain't gonna try to get under the chair. But yeah, you know, this is meant really for flying around indoors, aggravating your cats, or your dog, or your wife. Which, yes, I have done. So, let's land this. I want to try one more battery since we got 3 batteries. We'll finish this off with a 3rd battery. Did I get it?
Perfect.
Oh, excellent. We'll try that 3rd battery out. Let's do that. Okay, this is that 3rd battery. Again, this is that advanced combo kit. I really recommend that one. If you're considering this bird, recommending that one, especially over the Ready to Fly. Go get your own, go get a real transmitter like this jumper if you're planning to enter into these micro FPV flyers, and use that instead of the Ready to Fly version. I know that Ready to Fly is ready to go out of the box, but it's not the best transmitter in the world that you're getting. So, okay, I got it armed again. Let's go back into the air. Still in anti-gravity mode. Let me try slaloming this thing over here. Actually, let's get the sun behind me so I can see it. Oh, never mind. That would be kind of difficult. We'll go through here. And through here. Past us again. Slow flybys so you can see it. Look at that guy. Going up in one of those. Again, it doesn't like high speed, aggressive moves. If you go too fast, it does need tuning, in effect. I'm going to go too far down here because we are going to lose contact. Its range, again, FPV range doesn't seem to be spectacular, but it's good enough for flying around in the house like it's meant to be. And just having fun with it out here in the park. Again, there's not much wind today. Remember I flew that Tiny 6X? That was a windy day when I was flying that thing. Let's try to go between us again. Oh, over us. Why did you do that? Okay, my wife's gonna go get it. Sorry, Ed. Just put it anywhere, my love. There you go. That should do it. Go back into the air. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Actually, oh, gotta arm it first. And away we go. I forgot to time this one, unfortunately. With that in mind, yeah, let's try high speed. I haven't tried high speed yet. How fast can this thing go? Let's go up here, give us a little room, turn it around, and
There's a dog.
There's a dog without a leash?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going to call it quits here early. There's somebody bringing a dog without a leash, so let's bring it and land it, and I'm going to finish out with this battery flying at line of sight. Yeah. Okay, we're going to finish this battery out with line of sight flying since there's a dog without a leash over there. My wife's going back to the car. Okay, anti-gravity mode and arming, and away we go. I want to try anti-gravity. Again, I want to see what the difference is between anti-gravity and here's Acro. Acro's no problem. Coming back in, what is the difference? What is this? I know my folks will chime in here shortly, but anti-gravity versus Acro, I didn't really see much of a difference here. Acro, or anti-gravity now. Don't see much of a difference there. Both of them I crash. Both of them I easily crash. Okay, arming again, going back to the air. Let's bring it in closer. Okay, anti-gravity. And up. There, arming again. I disarmed it, folks. And going back into the air, and okay, I think that might be it. That didn't like that one. Hold on. I see blinking. Rapid blinking. Okay, it's slowed down blinking now. Oh, it's still rapid blinking. Hold on, let's see if I still got any flight on this. And arming. Still got some. Let's go back into the air and finish it up close here. So, you know, this is the tiny 8X. It actually is not a bad quadcopter for beginners and intermediates and indoor FPV flying. I'm flying in angle mode right now. You know, just about anybody can fly this. Good beginner's quadcopter if you want to get in there into acro flying. I do recommend getting yourself a better transmitter. It does come available ready to fly, but again, there are much better transmitters out there than what you're getting with the ready to fly. But if you don't want the hassle of learning, but you're going to need to learn anyways. You know, if you get into these racers, you got to learn how to use Betaflight or any of the other configuration softwares that go with it. I guess there's others coming out now. I'm hearing about Betaflight now. It's a modified version of Betaflight, Clean Flight, you know, whatever. You're going to need to learn that if you're going to be flying these. You're also going to need, if you want these T8SG transmitter, you're also going to need to learn how to use deviation software that's built into the transmitter. It's not hard to learn, and there's tons of tutorials on both of those subjects all throughout YouTube. So okay, we're gonna call it quits here, folks. That's about it. Again, the tiny 8X, nice little quadcopter, and yeah, its battery's getting weak right now. So that's about time that I call quits. Oh, before we do call quits, let me show you that charger as I did with the tiny 6X. Again, this is the advanced combo. This is not available in the basic combo or the ready to fly combo. This charger only comes with the advanced combo. Now, what's so special about this charger? Again, you can charge these out in the field without plugging into a wall socket. Hold on, let me, I'm not going to charge this battery because it's warm. Before you recharge your battery, make sure your batteries are cool, have had a chance to cool down to the touch, so like this battery here. And what I'm going to get out of my box of quads is this is a 4S battery. And I'm going to plug that 4S into this port like so, and plug my little battery here that's had a chance to cool down into this MCPX plug, and you see the little red light come on indicating it's charging. So yeah, you can go out in the field and recharge these while you're out there, while you're flying, after you let them cool down a bit. So this will keep you flying all day, folks, in effect. So hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101 with a tiny 7X advanced combo. Just remember, this was the advanced combo. So signing out.